Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All right. Congratulations for your midterm test. So I was in the middle. Sorry, I'm in the middle of checking your work, but it has not finished yet. Yeah. All right. Now we continue to the next level. I think after we study about the theoretical knowledge on uh, uh, the criteria of good tests, how to count, how to measure or how to calculate item difficulty and item discriminations. Now we go to next level, which leads to our final project. Next time you have to be able to construct a test for your students, but mainly it is about objective tests. For the subjective tests, yeah, I think we do not really have a hard effort for subjective tests instead of giving clear instructions. But for the objective tests, yeah, you should follow some steps in constructing your tests. Then the outline of this course or today's topic is, yeah, it consists of two parts, but I'm not going to discuss all of them. I only want to discuss the main part. The first is the test for, as usual, yeah. The main thing you have to know is your objective of your test. So that's why the first discussion is about what is a test for. And then the second, we have principles of test construction. Okay, please, yeah, be aware when you construct your test, when you build or develop your test, you follow the principles of test constructions. And then the third steps in preparing test questions. Right, now I'm going to discuss this. We have three things to be discussed, and then the last one, steps in preparing test question, should be started by discussing the test of specifications, or more specific, we have table of specification. Okay, so yeah, based on the course outline, so today I should talk about the steps in constructing this, and then the second, what table of specification is, or what test of specification is. So it is in the form of table, or we can say TOS, T-O-S, yeah, test of specification. All right, now just to have a short, little review for our last meetings, last discussion, we have discussed about types of tests, yeah, and then mainly one of the types of test is achievement tests, yeah. It is because we are going to be, you are going to be a classroom language teacher. I mean, you teach your students and then you test your students in the classrooms, and then when it deals with classrooms, it has a close relationship with achievement tests. How well do your students accomplish or complete the curriculum provided, so that they have specific achievement. Okay, for the achievement test, we have this one, standardized tests and also determined tests. All right, for standardized tests, okay, we cannot make it ourselves. We have to work or cooperate with maybe larger or bigger corporations in developing a test, but we use this one, teacher-made test. Okay, many kinds of teacher-made tests, or also the approachment of teacher-made tests, yeah, it depends how you put your approach on the test. Like we remember performance based tests or communication language test, or discrete point test, or integrated language skill test, and so on. And then I divide it into this one, written test, and then oral test, practical test, teacher made test. For the written test, we have many types of tests as well. Yeah, essay type test, short answer test, objective test. Okay, for the oral and practical or performance based test, as I told you before, it is about subjective test, so that it uh, they need to be more specific in giving instruction, and also how to give score for the oral and practical test. But for the written test, for the written test, beside essay type test, short answer test, and also objective test, need more effort at the beginning. So constructing test is not easy, especially for objective tests. We have to be prepared well to do that. One of them is by uh, making this one. This is the general steps in test construction. Okay, for the first time, you can have an outline. It can be said we make an rough outline. So I'm going to test my student the ability or knowledge on language assessment. So then I I just come up in my mind. I ask them to write this. Then if then my rough draft is what's that, too long, then I can make it short. I can make it more specified, right? So after making the outline, I'm sorry, I need to repeat actually. Before the outline, there should be an objective. If you have ever looked at the book from Douglas Howard Brown, page 42, it has been written clearly that there are 5 steps in constructing a good test. The first is the purpose, right? Sorry, decide the purpose and also the objective of the test. So, will you, for the purpose, will you test for achievement test, of placement test, of diagnostic test, and many more? We have discussed this one. And then the second is the objective of the test. What specifically am I trying to find out? Appropriate objective involves a number of issues ranging from relatively simple ones about form and function. So the objective is about whether you want to test your students' knowledge about this. It is more specific. If you have ever heard about KD and IPK, so tujuan or the objective of the lesson is general, and then the more specific one is in IPK, indikator pencapaian kompetensi. So we can say that the objective of each part in the materials has been completed by the test. So that's why decide the purpose, and then the second is the objective one. And then we can have this one, outline, giving outline. The outline can be easily done by producing TOS, as I told you before. TOS, table of specification or test of specification. In bahasa Indonesia we can say kisi-kisi soal, or we can also say blueprint. Alright, then next, after producing the TOS, we produce the draft. Don't be apa ya? Pasti terbalik gitu. It has to be in order actually. So maybe there are some teachers who write the draft first and then the TOS, then it is not good. It is not the correct procedure. Okay, the order of the test and then the test itself, right? Then analyze the result and this, yeah, analysis. We have studied this one. We can have reliability measurement and also validity measurement and item difficulty and discrimination in index. Okay, I hope you still remember it well. So after you have the result of the analysis, you can revise it. Yeah, I mean after this, after the test, you remember what should you do? Try it out. Try to the students. Try to the same student. Okay, this is the outline. Sorry, the on. Now this one, I'm going to describe this one. Okay, this is very important. Table of specification. So by having table of specification, it means a lot. It means that the teacher, the tester, has already prepared well in constructing the test. It enables the teacher to prepare a test containing a representative sample of students' behavior in each of the areas. It's a tool used to ensure that a test or assessment measure that the content and thinking skill that the test intends. Thus, when used appropriately, it can provide response, content, and construct. So we can know from the validity of our test, from the content and also construct validity from the availability of TOS. Okay. So in this number, we will have, based on this KD, and then the materials, and then the indicators of the questions, the form of the test is multiple choice, or the next number is done by using this. Okay. So this is the example of table of specification, and it represents the Bloom taxonomy. Yeah, and then I think this is very good when teacher can what is that distribute the level of the test, the level of the questions into this cognitive thinking process. I mean, oh my god, there are 6 process of thinking skill from Bloom taxonomy. Yeah? I'm going to introduce it next time after you present assessing language skill. And then this is another example of table of specification or TOS for 2013 curriculum. We have KD, and then oh my god, this is KTSP. Ini masih SKKD. Harusnya KIKD. And then the materials and also the indicator and the form of the questions. It can be PG pilihan ganda ya. Okay. And then the number of the test. Another one, this one. So yeah, it is a prerogative of a teacher to make the table of specification as complete as possible. The more complete one, like the durations of doing each number, for example, it can be listed on the table, or the score for each number. It can also be included in the table. Okay, I think that's all. You can uh, ask some questions regarding my explanations on WhatsApp group. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.